All right, so we are starting our live broadcast and welcome everybody if you are joining us. Either you are watching live or maybe you are getting the recording. So my name is Big John. I just had the design, so it's just going to look cool. I've been designing for a year plus now and have been teaching email design for a year. So I'd love to sorry. I'm just getting a bit distracted because I just want to make sure that everything's working perfectly fine. So let me see. Okay, this is awesome. This is awesome. Sorry, I'm just getting a bit distracted because I just want to make sure that everything's working perfectly fine. So let me see. Okay, this is awesome. All right, so let's get in. And for the records, I've been in the email marketing space for a long time, and my niche is just email design for now. And I'm going to focus more on showing you how to create stunning email that generates results and how to get better in the email design space. So if you are a new subscriber, thank you for joining us, and if you are a returning subscriber, thank you for trusting in me. And if you have not yet subscribed, I would urge you to just hit the subscribe button and then you hit the bell notification and give me a thumbs up, because it's going to help the video and more people to see it. So let's get in. So in this video, I love to do something like this for my students, because every now and then I jump on a live session and then I share my screen and then I just take them through my design process. So this is one of the email that um, one of them did. This is the email that one of them did, and then I'm just going to critique this email and then I'll give you my own version of it. So the first thing that you need to understand when it comes to email design, especially high converting email design, is one, the legibility, because most of these um, text here can't be read. Like if you zoom to this point, you can't really see if this is mama, or you just need to zoom in, and subscribers won't have that time to pinch through their phone to zoom to see the content of your email. And you see the call to action is just kind of blending into the background, and then I'm just going to address them one by one, because I want to show you that email is not an exemption. You can also have principles of design also playing out in email. So I'm going to show you one by one. And then the first thing that we notify was what contrast, because this is contrasting with the background, and the CTA is contrasting with the background. And then also this called stars, like the review stars, they are just core contrast with the background. I can't really see, especially this yellow here, I can't really see, and this particular one here. So the whole text is just very hard to read. So now that is the first rule of design that he broke. And then the second rule of design is typography, because you need to understand that when it comes to design, typography is very important. The first is that welcome mama, and then we are so glad to have you here. Then at this point, this is, we have broken the rule of proximity, because proximity is a text that actually deliver a particular message needs to be in a very close proximity. It doesn't need to be so far from each other. And then you have layout structure, because one, this text here, they are so close to the edges of the screen, and then I don't know why this space is here. I don't know why the space is there. I don't know the purpose of it, but yeah, just wasting space. And when it comes to, yeah, still a matter of hierarchy, this is very close to the edge and they are just so jam-packed. Like this session are just jam-packed with different colors, so understanding color psychology is also a great way to make sure that you deliver a good and visually appealing emails. Then mixing 4 different colors, and then this typeface here is different from what he has here in terms of size, and then these size are so big and these they are so small, so there's no consistency. One, they are broke. There's no consistency, no repetition, no contrast, no hierarchy, no typography, no layout structure. The email is not balanced, and broken the law of proximity and spacing. So that is 9. I think we have like 9 principles of design, if I'm not mistaken. So I would love to give my own version of this particular email so you see how it is. So first thing first, before I design, I love to put my structure in place, because I have a process that I use when I design, and I share that with my student. But since this is not this is a personal file, and I don't have that liberty of creating either components or local styles, so I'm just going to draw my frame. The average frame width for an email is always 600. A lot of people might use 800 or 1200 width, but the average is 600. You can never go wrong with 600. I use it a lot. And then the second thing I love to do when I draw my, like, the height is not important. The height, it can be as long as, depending on how you want it, but this is just the standard width size. So I'm not always a big fan, because I see a lot of YouTubers out here and they are doing an amazing job, but a lot of them be using line grid, and I don't like that, because it doesn't really give me the exact position I want. For instance, now maybe I just want to create, I want my email to fall between these point, oh shit, just hold on, between, okay, I think I need to put something inside the frame for me to, okay, I need my email to fall between this point to this point. If I want to use a line grid, I'll just need to take this in here, and then I take this in here. So at this point I might not really know if I'm doing the right thing, because if I want to measure this line, let's just zoom in a bit so that you see what I mean. If I want to measure this line here, this is 37 width, and if I take this same rectangle down here, you'll notice that I have some left. This is, let me just say, this is 34. So you see the 7 width, 7 pixel, it has been lost, so it's always inaccurate, and I don't like it. And I don't like bombarding my emails with so many lines, and it's just as if I'm drawing graph, so I'm not really cool of that. So I use a layout grid when I'm designing my email. So this is how I do. You just come over here, you see this Figma just made it look so much better. You just come to your layout grid, you click on add, and then it's going to show you grid. So you change it to columns. Since you're working with email, it's not like a web application that you need to work with columns and rows. So I used to make it, I love it at 10, then that's the count, and then the margin 20, but you can increase it. It's not like a standard rule, that is just my preference, and you can change the color depending on how you want it, but I just love it at that default So this is how it is, so that whatever content I'm going to create is going to fall between this area and this area. I don't need to think twice, because I know that is the accurate, and it's going to guide me in every other thing I'm doing design wise. So the next thing I would do is to check on the next thing I'm going to do is to create my style guide, that is for the color palette. So I just love using little box like this, since I can't really create either components or stuff for it. Then the next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to go to the website to try to pick the colors, and then I'll come and add them. It's just going to be a great time with you guys. So this is, I don't know if you can see my website. Okay, it can't be shown. I didn't share the website, sorry, but regardless, at least you follow up from here. So I'm trying to check the colors and then see what's working. Sorry about that. I yawn a lot. This was my first time doing a live video, because when I'm on Telegram live, I don't video my face, so just getting used to it. Okay, so I'm putting those things in place. So now this is the background for this section. The background for this section is, this is it. Okay, still the same, sorry. Okay, I'm actually checking out what I'm doing here as well. So I'm still picking the colors. Funny enough, we don't really have much going on when it comes to color. FAEBD7, FAEPD7, FAEBD7. You got it. Please, if I'm not audible enough, you can actually help me out in case I'm talking to myself. Let me know so I can adjust. Okay, so I think that should be it for the color. Okay, we have black here. The black is for the footer. We are going to set all those things in place, and then we go ahead with the design. Okay, so I'll make this white. So now I'm done with the colors. The next thing I'm going to do is to get my logo. I love to use a frame with logo, because a lot of times if I'm working on a project, I love to be as much detail as possible, and then I'm going to copy out the logo and bring it in. So most times if the logo is a bit bigger than what you want, you can resize it, and then okay, looks good. So I'm going to bring it into the design, and then I make sure that it is well aligned. Nope, it's not okay. It's not inside the email. Sorry, inside the frame. Yeah, it's inside the frame now. Okay. Alright. So we are getting there, and so you see the difference now, because over here the logo was it's not like close to the edges. The logo just got into the edges because there's a cut here. There's still something around this area, so you always need to take notes. You don't distort the brand's logo, in case that can actually land you in a big explanation. You need to explain why you cut the logo out, because some brands are very much particular about their logo, so you don't want to do anything funny. Okay, still on. I was just trying to check to get their logo and if there's any other thing. So now that we are close, I haven't seen any banner. Like I don't know where he gets this banner from. I haven't seen it in either their website or their welcome email, because I just subscribed to it. That was what I was looking at to see if I miss anything, because in as much as you are trying to get the design much better than the previous, you also need to follow the branding. I love to check what they did in the past and then try to follow that pattern, but bring in my own approach, my own creativity into the design to make it much more better. So I don't disregard old designs. Those are like foundation, and those are like guidelines to anything you want to do design wise. Okay, so now I'm going to look for a suitable image for this hero section. So I'm going to their website again to see if I can see something, if I'll be able to find something that I can bank on. Okay, I'm still searching their website. I haven't seen a picture yet. Oops, sorry, my camera. I just realized it's off. Sorry about that. So I haven't seen what I'm looking for. I don't know if I should use this image, but it won't actually capture the idea I want to. I need a picture that is going to capture the idea I have in mind. So most times if I search through their website, I don't see what I want. I always go to their Instagram. So I'm going to look forward to their Instagram because it's also another great place to look for image assets that you can use for the email. Since this is not a project that I'm working on, and then they haven't given me brief or stuff, so I'm just working with what I know already and just working with best practice. So if I don't see anything on their Instagram as well, I'm going to try as much as possible to be as creative as possible and get the job done. So there's an element I've seen in their email that is kind of repetitive, like it's repeat. So different colors and stuff, it repeats a lot. I don't know if I can recreate it, but I'll try to see if I can recreate it because I can't see a standalone element to copy from. So I'm still looking for. Oops, their Instagram is not opening, so that's going to be another issue that we need to try to deal with. I've seen a lot of legendary milk. I don't really know which one is the real brand. This is confusing. Not this one. I'm just lost with a lot of channels here. Is this the real brand? Their Instagram is much more confusing. I don't know which one is the real brand because I'm seeing different regions: South Africa, Indonesia, and the rest. So which one am I going to pick? Okay, anyways, let me go back to their website. I might see something if I keep searching. Let me click through, maybe clicking through each product to see. I haven't really seen. They were using some kind of drawing in their previous email. Should I go with that or should I? Because it's more of kind of cartoonish. They are living with less choice. Okay, let me do something. Let me try and create something because this is the email they have already. So I'm going to see how I can see if I can extract this background out. if it is possible, then it's going to be super great. Think it's not working. No, it's not working. So it can't be extracted out. I'll still try again. Okay. There's no big difference there, so it's off. Alright, when you approach brands like this, it gets super crazy. You need to just try to be as creative as possible. Okay, then the next thing I'm going to work, maybe if I don't see the exact product, I'm going to use a product instead of a lifestyle image. I'm just going to stick with a product, but I'm still searching. Probably I would see something that I want. The funny thing is that they not like they don't have images, they have images, but it's just graphics, like a kind of a graphics image, an image with a bunch of text, so you can't really say, okay, let me use this. That's the challenge I'm having on their website. I've seen some cool images I can't really copy out because they aren't a standalone image. Okay, I'm still searching. Let me go to their blog site. Probably I will see something. So it can be super crazy. Just need to put in the best. I don't know where he got this. Okay, I've seen this. This was an image, and he tried to remove the background because this is the leftover. Tried to remove the background, and it wasn't that good because you see, it wasn't that good. Oh yeah, he tried. I must give that to him. Okay, I think I've seen some cool images here that I would love to use. Finally, I would have gone over here since if I knew this is going to be the issue. Oh, cute little babies. Cute little babies. Yes, let me also activate my kind of another method of search. I have different approach to extract what I want. Yes, I'm seeing something. They have cool stuff in their blog, so I've seen some cool images. I'm just trying to see my options, if it's going to be much. You see a lot of images and you're looking for one particular image that is going to be like, boom, this is a game changer, and you stick with it. So I'm looking at it. They have a lot of stuff. Yes, okay, I've seen 1, 2. Now I need to go back to the email to see the context. See the context. It's just about a mother and a child. So look for a little bit cute image of a mom and her kid. Maybe if I was working with this brand directly, I would have access to their cartoonish element that they are using, and it would have make my job so much easier. But since I don't have access, it's just a project, you just have to look for something. Okay, let's do with this one. Alright, so this is the image I saw and it caught my attention. Okay, so we are starting. I'm going to do a lot of typing because I can't copy and paste anything right now when it comes to the wordings. Oh, sorry. Am I audible enough? Check. Let me just confirm. Okay, I'm not audible. Sorry, I'm just trying to respond to, because I'm using my device. You see the comment. I just got a comment that I'm not audible enough, so I'm just trying to see if I am audible enough. I just got a comment that I'm not audible enough, so I'm just trying to see if I am audible enough. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to look for my earpod, so I'm going to use that so I can also hear my sound. It's very much important. In as much I'm trying to create this video, it's very important that you hear what I'm saying, because what's the essence of the video if you can't hear what I'm saying? So just permit me to Okay, so okay. I'm I'm audible enough. All right, thank you very much. That is a bit of relief because I can't allow what I faced yesterday to repeat itself because I recorded 3 times and none of them work. Like the first one, I couldn't see the screen that was sharing. The second one, my audio was not good. And then the third one, I was recording like about 20 something minutes video, but I realized that there was no sound. So I just have to look for alternative, and I love this software I'm using. It's amazing, and it's giving me the ability of sharing to YouTube while still on live. Okay, so now we are going to play around with their color palette. This is where the creativity of a designer comes in. Like there is something I see in their website that I'm just trying to see if I can recreate it. I'll see if I can, but if I can't, because that would have been a game changer. Okay, welcome. Is it welcome? Sorry, I'm going to use the initial. A lot of typing there. Sorry, I was just trying to type out their initial offer in their welcome email. So this is it. So I'm going to increase this so that it's going to be visible enough. Yeah, making my job so much easier. And this is how it goes. Welcome. I'm going to duplicate this. Like I love the fact that Figma is actually stepping up their game because of the AI addition. It makes everything so good. Like I know the stress I passed through then when I was trying to create some stuff that you need to be downloading different plugins and stuff. It's frustrating. So I'm going to, though I've used these layouts quite a lot, but when you are working with a design that has something like this, like an image and then the image is cut, I know I can extend the background of this image, but I'm going to overload my PC because I'm going to head to Photoshop, and Photoshop is going to consume a lot of space. So I don't want to overload it much. So I'm going to use something like this nature, but I don't know, maybe I should just check. Let me just see if it's going to be possible. me see if it's going to be possible. So I'm going to Photoshop. Oh shit, there's another problem we are having here is that I can't share my screen on Photoshop. I can't share my screen. So I don't know how I'm going to do it. Seriously, I wish I could share my screen. Like I don't know. I'm just going to just do it. I'm just going to just do it. But it's just something you can just do a quick Google search and you see is this there a new AI tool that you can use to extend the background of your image. And it's also one thing we love to explore. If you have Photoshop or you are a Photoshop user, you should know that by now. Personally, I use a YouTube video to learn how to do it, so it's something you should try out. I use it in a couple of emails and it's been amazing. So I'm loading the image on inside Photoshop now. So I'm just trying to generate fill the empty space. Let me see if I can get something close. If I can't, then we are going to use this approach. Oops, what is this? This is not what I bargained for. Wow, this is so nice. It's true that AI is a game changer. Seriously, I wouldn't have believed this. But I love AI. It's making design memorable. So you are going to see what I just create. I'm going to quit Photoshop because it's just going to overload me. Like I can feel it dragging. this is how to insert. This is the image I going to. Yeah, this is it. So you see how it generates this particular image here, and it gives me a lot of space to breathe. Here also we're gonna get rid of these and then take this in. So here is to Photoshop. Funny enough, you can also create this with Canva. So I'm not undermining Photoshop, I'm not undermining Canva. I use both of them. Like Canva is also another amazing tool. You can achieve the same thing with Canva, but I love Photoshop because of its precision. Canva is great. So I don't say, oh, Photoshop is the best, but all of them play a major role when it comes to design. So I love using them. As long as you make my life easy, then definitely I'm your biggest fan. But before, I didn't really like to use Canva because it's crazy. I remember my early stage, I was using Canva to design email. So guys, kudos to me. That was one of the craziest thing I did. Before then, Figma was one of the hardest tools to learn, but when I got my hand around Figma, I couldn't go back. Alright, so now we got the welcome. This is where we are going to see our design principles in play. Let's go. I'm just super excited to create this. I'll take this up here, and then we are thrilled to welcome a legend like you to our community. Yeah, sure. I just got I saw the comment. Yeah, I got a mustache. I decided to grow it out. It looks cool, right? Just trying to. Definitely, it's not my fault. I was being forced to, because normally when I go for waxing, I take everything down because I don't like it. But they forced me. She forced me to. Because the last day I went for waxing, she came with me and was like, "You're not doing that." So it's not my fault. I don't know why the comment is so funny. I can't stop. When I look at it, I just laugh. Yeah. Most times, I always fall into this rabbit hole of trying to create the best, or trying to be super creative, but you just need to be your best. Because for you to get to the level you want, you need to put in the hours to work your ass out. There's no two ways about it. I wouldn't say, oh yeah, I'm the best designer out there, because I know I'm far from it. I'm just trying to get by every day by day. I don't like the attention. That was why it took me a long time for me to get this YouTube video up and then the YouTube channel up and running. It's crazy. I didn't really love the spotlight. I love just being in the background and getting work done. That was what was most important. So now I'm just looking at how I can make this use code to be cheap. So this, I have different method of doing it. I have different approach, but I'm looking at the best for this particular email. So I'm just going to use a berry because the email is straightforward. I'm just going to use a very simple stuff for it. But there's something that is still catching my attention when it comes to this design. Wow, that's a piece there. I didn't know that the sound was actually my PC fan, not my PC fan. I'm using an external fan. So I was just hearing, I just have to try and, but I'm glad it's giving us a bit more opportunity to listen clearly. So I'm going to use the shop now. I'm not actually done with that section. I'm trying to see, I don't know if you know the part that most times I do run out of ideas, and it's very normal. You can run out of ideas. Why I'm saying running out of ideas, because this is a brand new brand that I'm working with, and then I have limited time to go through their stuff, like doing my research. So I'm working with limited assets. Okay. I want to pick up something inside I didn't want to show the whole file, but I just have to because I'm looking for an element. Okay, so let's see what we can do with this. Okay, please let me know if I'm audible. I don't know. My network went out. I don't know. I think I was talking to myself. Sorry. Okay, so we have gotten to this point, and I wouldn't want to waste much time. Maybe next stream I'm going to be much more concise on the email I'm going to work with and the brand. So we are not going to spend a whole lot of time trying to create something. Okay, so I'm going to be going in to pick some element because I wouldn't want to. I'm going to be going in to pick some element because my previous design I did something like that. So I'll just go in and pick some stuff. That's how you create high converting email. A lot of times you don't really need to create everything from scratch. If you have done something like that in the past before, you just go copy and paste to save yourself time. So I'm looking to get some reviews so I can put them. That is why I'm a bit quiet, but this software is crazy. It records even your breath and you can't even make a sound. Probably I'll need a soundproof. Okay, so I actually changed my mind because it didn't work out the way I wanted it to be. After much consideration, I figured that the review section will be very much better if it is down. So at least you see the product and then you go down, you see the review. It can actually make you to take action. So that's why I'm taking it down. So I'm going to check this. It's popping some. So the main reason I'm switching things up here is because I am trying to be on brand as possible, and I realized that if I want to create this product section like the way I wanted it, it's going to not really go the way I wanted it. Because one, this product, I just clicked through them and it's taking me to some individual products. So I just figured, okay, let me just go with the approach they already have, because that is what works. So you don't undermine the fact that you also get to use what is already there, like the elements and stuff are very important. So I'm very sorry if it's kind of maybe boring or stuff, but the boring part is where it really makes sense. Email design can be a daunting task and it can be boring. So you just need to be able to go through those phases. Okay, this is the point that ruler is going to make sense. This is the only point I always use ruler if I'm trying to get this just to be in line. So you can use that, you can make an exception. Okay, so we are almost getting there. We are almost getting there. So I just have to. A lot of times I just let me just say switch things out instead of recreating everything at once. I just switch things out. Hopefully, in my next live, I'm going to take you through another design process that I use. Okay, so I would love to change things out. So now I want to change this particular segment here, which is this social media section. So I use a plugin called Iconify for my icons. Alright, so this is the final result, and so far we have been able to create something amazing, and I'm sorry for taking this long. So I do preview my email inside Figma, so I'll be able to see how it's going to look like in different screen size. Okay, so this is how it's going to look like on a phone. Oops, it's too. Okay, this is not bad. This is not bad. Alright, so once you preview it here and then it's all good, then you can go ahead and click it out and download it. So you just have to export and then boom, you are good. So thank you for staying true, and then if you are going to watch the recording and you have watched to this point, I thank you also for staying true, and I'm looking forward to another live stream. Let me say in the next few days. I don't really know the exact date yet, but I'm going to reach out whenever I'm going live. But if I don't really have enough time to go to live, then I'm going to record my screen on spare time, and then I walk through another email design concept, because I'm going to be designing different kinds of emails, showing you different concepts, different approach. And I'm sorry for taking this long, because most times to create a real functional email always takes time, and I love to take my things step by step. So I'll see you in the next video, and do well to subscribe, do well to like, do well to comment, do well to share, and turn on the bell notification so that you are not going to miss any of our videos. And I appreciate all you do. So if you love to reach out to me on Twitter, you can check my Twitter handle, and then you can talk from there. If you want to reach me out on LinkedIn, I'm going to link it. So I'm just going to link everything there, so you go ahead and then you reach me. But you can still drop a comment, and I'll be very much active in the comment section as well. And thank you. So if you're an agency looking for an email designer to join your team, then you can reach out to me. Or a brand owner looking to revamp your email, then you can always reach out to me. I'm always open to taking some projects and then working with amazing projects. So until I see you next time, my name is Big John, and thank you for staying true. I really appreciate